Hello all, Casual Noob Gamer back at you with another video. Oh yeah, video, yeah. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of just theory video on things I heard rumors. So according to Switchforce, the YouTube channel, we will be getting a Nintendo Direct on September 12th. I believe he said that specific date. Now, Mario's anniversary is September 13th, from what I understand. And September 12th this year, 2025, is a Friday. And usually we don't get directs on Fridays because here in America, if it's Friday, in Japan it is usually Saturday. Now, I would say that no, we're not going to get a direct on a Friday because that's what usually we don't. But what I'm thinking is this. Now, Mario's anniversary is the 13th, Saturday. In America, we have a day that is, that usually we don't celebrate, but we remember September 11th. So September 11th is a hard day for Nintendo or any company to put out, an event where people are supposed to get together and be happy, because it's not a happy day here in America. So September 11th is off the calendar. September 13th in America would be September 14th, most likely, in Japan. So if they did a Mario 40th anniversary direct on September 12th here in America, then it would be September 13th, Mario's anniversary in Japan, which would line up for Nintendo celebrating it, avoiding September 11th. So that's why I think, because I don't understand. I watched Switchforce's next video where he was talking about, I think that he said that we're going to get I don't know, maybe I didn't hear him correctly, but it almost sounded, because to me it sounds like September 12th sounds like it's going to be the Mario Direct. Unless they just did a general direct with Mario stuff. I know in 2020 they did a Mario Direct separately, and then during 2020, because of the pandemic, so it was a different time, they were doing partner showcases the rest of the way, and just, like in July of 2020, they just announced that Mario, what was it? Mario Origami King? Mario RPG Origami King? I forgot the exact title now. But that one was just dropped on YouTube or Twitter, the trailer for that. That was how they announced that. Now, I know they have the Nintendo Today app, so they may be doing their Nintendo, because they said during the April 2nd presentation that, I believe they said it during that presentation to, or maybe they said it the presentation before that, because there was actually a Switch 1 dedicated direct right before that one, I believe, came out. Was that when that happened? I forget now. Little hazy on the dates at this point. But so a regular general Nintendo Direct, because unless we're announcing other new stuff, see, I think that if anything, I believe there's going to be a Mario game sometime this year still. Now, it may just be a Switch 2 upgrade version of Mario Wonder, but I could see a Mario Wonder 2 happen only because with Mario Wonder, they said when they developed that, the Wonder Seeds that changed the levels, they had so many ideas in development to use that they had like hundreds of ideas that they didn't use. So I could see them just either making an extra Switch 2 upgrade with, extra levels, or even a Mario Wonder 2 and then a free upgrade, or even a charged upgrade, the way that Nintendo is, charging for everything pretty much. But yeah, I could see something like that happening. But I believe that if we believe Switch Force's rumor of the September 12th Direct, I believe that is going to be a Mario Anniversary Direct. And then we just may, usually we have the September regular General Direct. We usually have that right before Tokyo Game Show, which I believe is happening somewhere from in the September 20th to 22nd or something like that, sometime around then. So usually we get that right before there because they want to show off games at Tokyo Game Show in person for people. So they have to, obviously they want to announce these games before the show so they can have that control over the announcement to show, hey, this is what's coming out, and then people get hyped for Tokyo Game Show. So yeah, that is what I think is going on with the rumored September 12th Direct. I believe it's going to be a Mario Direct because September 12th here in the States, Japan is about, I believe, 12 to 13 hours ahead of the East Coast. So they were even farther. They're 15 to 16 hours ahead of the West Coast. So if you do the math for that, usually they do directs around 7 a.m., I want to say, or no, 6 a.m. West Coast in America. So 6 a.m. West Coast is about 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. in Japan of the same day. Now, for them to do something that would land on the Mario Anniversary in Japan, they would have to, because they would have to do something which would be early morning for Japan as a celebration. So probably around 7 a.m. Japan time, which would be around 7 p.m. for us. Now, usually they don't do directs that late, but they also don't do them on Fridays. So 8 o'clock at night for us, which means that Friday morning in the US, they could announce the direct on September 12th and say, tune in tonight for a direct celebrating Mario's 40th anniversary. And then that would be announced Friday night in Japan, and then Japan would know, hey, Saturday morning, wake up to a Mario Direct. So, yeah, that is my theory. Like, subscribe, comment down below if you agree that this sounds like it's possible. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not a leaker. I don't have any inside information. I'm just going off of, if I were in charge of the company and I wanted to celebrate this date, obviously you're not going to do a Mario 40th Direct after the anniversary. You would do it sometime before the anniversary. So yeah, hit the bell notification to know when I put my videos up next. And you have a great rest of your day. Later.